In this video, we're going to talk about the number one sign that your desire is about to manifest. Hey guys, this is Tom. If you're new to my channel, I make videos that help you empower your higher self and manifest your dream life. If you'd like to win 60 minutes of one-on-one coaching with me, comment below "it is done." Winners are announced every week. So you may be able to tell I'm outside today. This is my new area. I just moved houses and it's kind of inspired today's topic, which is the number one sign your desire is about to manifest. And that sign is plain and simple that life can feel especially difficult. Now, not always. Sometimes you can manifest things and just be flowing and quite advanced at this kind of thing, and you just sort of flow in and your desire arrives, and that's all great. But I've often found that, especially for those heart desires, those things that are really important to us, it can be quite a challenge, because to align with this reality and to activate it into our existence, we have to make big inner shifts in our identity, in our belief system, especially around our self-love and self-worth, and the kind of success and happiness and joy we believe we deserve. And that can be a struggle, because we've got an ego to deal with, and we're sort of purifying that and aligning and coming into our true light. And so when we're doing these exercises, such as we're imagining our desires and we're doing our affirmations and we're connecting to our desire consistently over time, but then all of a sudden it's almost like life randomly and for no good reason seems to become quite challenging and quite difficult. On your inner world, you may feel extra fear, anxiety, negativity in your thoughts and emotions. Old egoic patterns may be surfacing. For example, I went to India a couple of months ago and I knew this was going to be a big shift for me internally, and it's what I wanted, it's what I desired, to expand more into my true self. And it aligned with my goals and my calling in life and things like that. But then right before it, I found myself going into this old egoic pattern of eating all these lollies, Skittles. My childhood lolly I used to love was Skittles, and I found myself sort of pick up a bag and start eating these down in copious amounts. I was like, what are you doing? You shouldn't be doing this. You should be doing this, so it's okay. What's going on? I don't feel in control. I don't feel my normal self, and all these fears and anxieties and doubts and hesitancy and just inner confliction was all there right before I went to India. And then we'll get to that part in a second, how it all suddenly becomes amazingly aligned and perfect for you. But you may have an old pattern like that you thought you dealt with that isn't really truly you, and all of a sudden you feel like it's coming up, whether that's a physical habit or a habit of mind and emotion. And then the outer world can reflect this too. And this is where it gets strange. For example, if you're trying to manifest a new job, and this actually happened to me as well, all of a sudden your current job, relationships that used to run smoothly can start to break down. Colleagues can start having a problem with you. Your boss can start treating you a little bit more harshly. Or if you're manifesting a specific person or love in your life, you can start to feel like you're not making a connection with this person anymore. They start to cut you off, be extra cold, or you miss an appointment with them, you miss a date. Anything of this nature can start to become a little chaotic. They can start to throw you off. And we're trying to stay in the faith, we're trying not to react to all of this stuff, but we just can't help not being able to make sense of it all. Our linear mind wants to make sense of it all. And that brings me to another common part of this phase, is that it actually sucks you in. This inner and outer chaos and emotional turbulence right before your desire is about to manifest can seem so real. And even if you're a veteran in the law of attraction and the manifestation process and you've been through this, these episodes can be so pernicious that they suck you in. They actually make you believe that things are going quite wrong and that it's not all about to open up for you in a positive way. That's not the case. It's that life is downwardly spiraling and I'm out of control and none of this works and I'm defeated and my life is doomed. And that I've been through that many times over the several years I've been practicing this and learning about it. And of course you can expand into higher levels of consciousness and faith and mastery, and you can deal with this. But a lot of us still experience this. I still experience this. But nonetheless, it sucks you in. And that's the one thing that is not true, that life is actually truly like this, truly what you're feeling inside and what you're being shown. That is not the truth. The truth is still your desire, that beautiful desire that you've been connected to so powerfully for such a long period of time before this. Now, in saying all of this, knowing you, knowing how passionate you are, knowing how much you want to better your life, you somehow persist. Not in some kind of valiant way where you're going, I'm being a hero, I'm going to persist through. It's more like you don't have a choice. You just put one foot after the other and you somehow get through each moment, and that connection is still maintained to your desire. And that's another little side note. Sometimes you journal and have a little inner insight that releases a limiting belief or an emotion. You click in some way. But nonetheless, whether that happens or not, all of a sudden, when you persist, reality yields. It's so strange. It's almost like, especially for these bigger desires we have, these bigger shifts, they just flow in. And usually they come right after this kind of intense period. And this intense period doesn't really end in a big bang and then the desire arrives. It's almost like you wake up one day and you have the clarity back again. And you feel positive. You just completely forget how negative you used to be. Just maybe 24 hours ago, you just kind of brush that aside and be like, oh, thank God that's over. And then a few days pass and then something amazing happens, and then a chain of events unfolds so quickly, and then all of a sudden your entire world changes. And that thing you've been wanting to manifest is there. And it kind of sneaks up on you and it's a surprise and it's amazing. But you feel it's right, you feel aligned, and you kind of feel like, I deserve this now. I'm worthy of this. And it lights me up inside, but it doesn't overwhelm me. It doesn't overjoy me because I'm worthy of it. And I am coming to know my own inner worth and my own inner commitment and passion and integrity to myself and what my heart wants. And so it just arrives and you accept it, and it becomes a funny story almost. It becomes a, oh, life. Life, what is this thing called life? Alright, well, we're doing a good job, and I'm really grateful that this has arrived for me. But man, oh man, what a journey it's been. And that's kind of how it can unfold. What I'm talking about here is sort of bigger themes, bigger shifts, bigger transitions. Suddenly you just find yourself there. You've arrived. And it happens so quickly, so seamlessly, and after such a prolonged and strange journey of ups and downs, ending in quite a down period, and then you're there. So if you're experiencing this sort of turbulent time, it's the best sign. All you need to do is put one foot after the other and still maintain that connection to your desire, to that vision you have for yourself, to that positive emotion that lights you up on such a deep level, to the life you know you can have. You wake up one day and everything around you is actually changed, and it immediately hits you that this is how it works. That all you have to do is persist, one foot after the other, one moment at a time, and reality must yield. It is literally how consciousness expands itself and how energy aligns to the same frequency and how chaos moves into order. It's a universal principle. All you have to do is trust deep down that you can persist and that reality actually does shift. So I hope this number one sign resonates with you. I hope it gives you some hope and faith that you're on the right track. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like it, please comment below, please subscribe to my channel, check out my website for coaching if you'd like to have a session with me, and stay tuned for more videos on manifesting your dream life.